Hey guys, what's going on? Scott here at the First Channel and coming at you with another video as usual, and just check it in to see how YouTube land is doing today. And today I got my glasses. Our last video we did that Hellboy, and I was trying to read the tag-home card, and I'm telling you, it says such small print. You gotta have the old readers on. When I was on vacation, I was out with my cousin and a lot of other family and stuff like that, and we hadn't seen each other in a while, and you know, we grew up playing together and stuff, and we were at the restaurant and I had to put my readers on, and she just was like, oh my god, it's so crazy. My little cousin, which I'm not, we're about the same age. I think she's 50 and I'm 49, but anyways, she thought it was kind of funny. She hadn't seen me in so long. When she sees me finally, I'm wearing readers like an old man. She's like, it's just crazy how time is flying. And I'm like, very true. So anyways, we are here today to do some more McFarlane, and this is DC Multiverse, and his run is coming soon, or his the end of the DC Multiverse is coming soon, and there are a few more figures that actually just one that I want to be picking up. I've seen some of the last wave, and it's been hitting target, and they're pretty obscure figures, and I'm just kind of like, some of them look kind of cool, but I'm like, don't really need them. I don't have much of an attachment, because a lot of my DC Multiverse, what I'm trying to do now, which, you know, we've seen some of the movie stuff we're doing, which I do like picking that stuff up from movies. But it's more like Justice League kind of thing going on, which it'd be really nice to see some more of there was a time when there was quite a few villains coming out, which I got a few of them, which I have never opened, and I'm thinking about maybe, I don't know if you guys think we should open up some of the, like I think Captain Boomerang and Penguin, and there's a couple of other ones, but I don't think those are villains that I haven't opened. They've just been sitting. We got the Batman from Nightfall, when he wasn't Bruce Wayne. I forgot the guy's name or whatever that took his place there for a hot second when Batman broke his back, I think it was. Maybe I'm dreaming all that up, I can't remember, but I forgot the name of what it was whenever he had that suit. So anyways, that's going off the rails and not making any sense. So point is, I've got a few old McFarlanes that we could open, just to take a look at, because I never opened them. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep them in the box, which now I'm kind of like looking at them like, oh, they're just kind of sitting in the box up there. Why am I keeping them there? It's kind of a weird thing. You let it sit so long, and you're just like, whatever, it's just gonna hang on the wall. So maybe we'll change that. I don't know, we'll see. So we are doing Martian Manhunter. So I know I've been blabbing. Let's check it out. All right, guys, and here we are with what is, I guess they call the Page Puncher Martian Manhunter, which they had one come out that looked more like it might have been from like Injustice or something. I can't remember. The few times I seen it, which was at the toy department, it always was going like super cheapy, which kind of has my curiosity going, wondering what the prices are going to be on some of those older McFarlane figures at the toy department. So as we know, he's losing the license. So kind of curious about how that's going to go. Maybe we might dive into that at some point. It's just me making it to the toy department has been few and far between here lately, just because the way I work, and then the weekends, it's just hadn't been able to go. And a lot of the time, unfortunately, for businesses like that, I've just been ordering stuff online. So, and it just kind of comes in, which I don't know if the toy department and locally here is doing anything online with a store. They might be. I've never checked it out. So I am in Ohio. So if any of y'all ever heard of the toy department here in Ohio, it is a pretty Mac Daddy toy department, or toy store, I guess we could say. So, but yeah, this is a few and far between for me for Page Punchers. I think that's what they call these. DC Direct includes exclusive comic book, the English language. Okay, so just as Marvel or Martian Manhunter, DC Direct. Do they not call these Page Punchers anymore? Do I know what I'm even talking about? I don't think I do. So it's got the little hook back there to hang it if you want to keep it in there, which these I could see maybe wanting to keep them in there. I almost kind of like the look of these better than just the black that he does with the single figures. But the price on these, they're like $27, and I've seen some of the other ones that are this newest wave for $24 just in the black box. I'm like, is it because there's a comic book? There's no extra hands. There's no flight stand. There's no wires in this cape. It's just kind of like, why am I getting charged so much more for just a plain Jane figure, which don't get me wrong, the figure looks good. I've been needing the Martian Manhunter to put on my Justice League shelf, so can't complain there, but can't complain about the price and what we're getting. So I guess that's enough babbling about nothing. Let's pop this sucker open and check it out. All right, guys, so we got him out of the box, which you would think by now, like collector figures like this, it would have a box you could open and reseal. That one is just a nice. If there's a secret to opening these Page Puncher Direct DC Direct boxes without like just destroying it and looking like a freaking retard opening it, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cut myself trying to get this thing open. So, but yeah, we got him out of the box and no extra hands. We got a cloth cape, no wire, pinned everything, toe bends. We got some nice texture on the boots and his little underwear, and the chest piece or his harness and belt is all, it's not molded on. It's actually almost looks like you could take it off, but I don't think you're going to be able to take it off. I won't. It's kind of connected down there inside where I guess it kind of goes into. I wonder if that's going to wear out because he's got the ball joint at the waist, and then the little ab crunch, which is a little bit hindered because of his harness. But the head sculpt looks really good. It looks very comic accurate. Like I said, no extra hands. We got one fist, one open hand to hold nothing. Everything's moving really good. All the typical McFarlane stuff. The head sculpt, like I said, looks good. Any negatives? Not really. It's Martian Manhunter. I always enjoyed him on the cartoon, the Justice League cartoon. Back in the day, I always liked Justice League, but I was always picking up like Superman or Batman, Wonder Woman. I didn't start picking up Justice League books until probably the late 90s, whenever they had that JLA run, which was pretty popular at the time. I had a pretty full run of that. I never did finish reading all of it, but that's pretty typical of me. So not a big deal, but the figure does look really good. So overpriced wise, we got Martian Manhunter, and we got a comic book which almost got destroyed trying to get it out of there. Not that it's going to hold any value or anything. It's just, I don't know, like the other ones I've had with these comic books in there, which I think these are pretty much just reprints. I'm pretty sure. I usually give them to my son, and sometimes we'll lay on the floor and read them before bed. Sometimes they just get destroyed. So, but yeah, that's old Martian Manhunter though. That was a quick one because there's not really anything in there to do. I just looking at my freaking tablet over there. I was doing this earlier and I was sitting there talking, and then Siri or whatever the hell it is was like asking me questions about what I said. I think it's about to do it now. It just popped up. I don't know why I said that, but anyways, we got our stand. And then we got our card with some nice comic book artwork. I do like this. It would have been nice to get the wires and the cape, but we did not. This almost looks like, see, there it goes. Sorry, I don't understand. I don't need you right now. Go away. So it would have been nice to have the wires and the cape. The cape does look a little cheapy, but from a distance, I don't think that's really going to matter too much. So we'll go ahead and see how the peg is going to work. Oh, some of these are a little tight, which you don't want them too loose, but you don't want it to where you cannot get the foot in it. All right, so I don't know if I did that to where it's looking right. Okay, so we got it. All right, sorry guys, I'm in La La Land here. It's been a while since I've done a video, like I said before. We've been a little coming up short here lately, which I was thinking in the future here, since we haven't been picking up as much because just budgeting reasons, and not really a whole lot I want to get. And there's always points in collecting figures, and even with comic books, like you'll hit a time where you're just like boom, 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 boom. You keep getting all these deals and picking up stuff, and then you're kind of like, it's almost like I get a little bit of a burnout, and I'll go do something else. Like, it's kind of weird. I was really into comic books for a long time, like from 87 to, I don't know, what year did I actually really stop? I guess it was 2018 2018 or 2019. So you got to figure that was a long time and a lot of collecting. And there were times where I didn't pick anything up, and then I'd mess up a run because I'd missed so long, and then I'd go back to it, try to backtrack, and yada, yada, yada. But that was the longest running collecting of anything I've ever done, was that. And then it was movies, which I still do movies. That's probably almost the longest running is movies, which it kind of up and down with movies. I usually wait until I can get a really good deal. And then we had video games, which video games I collected video games. I've been into video games since the freaking 80s, since Atari 2600, but I know this is way off action figures, but we got to fill in a little time here. So anyways, did the video games, and then it really picked up with video game collecting around 2002. Between 2002 2004, I think it was, I really started collecting again. Like it was Nintendo, Super Nintendo, 64, GameCube, Genesis, Sega Master System, Dreamcast, Sega Saturn, what else we did? Like it got into Famicom, Super Famicom games. I never got a Super Famicom because you could actually mod your Super Nintendo to take Super Famicom games. There's just a little clip you got to cut out of the system itself to be able to put them in, and it would still function. So we did that. 2600, 7800, 5200. Game Boys, Game Boy Advance. I mean, it was out of control, dude. I had probably close to 1,000 more games, and that was just for collecting for like 20 years almost. And sold that collection, sold my comic book collection, and then we got into action figures. And here we are with action figures, which action figures has been it was real slow at first, and it went up real big, and then I sold some and went back down. And right now we're just at an even pace, which I think that's good. You only have so much room, but that's kind of my life story collecting there real quick, guys. Sorry about that. So back to the card. We got real name, Joan Jones. Martian Manhunter is thought to be as strong or possibly stronger than Superman, and has a variety of powers, including super strength, super speed, flight, telepathy, telekinesis, shape-shifting, phase-shifting, regenerative abilities, and near invulnerability. Manhunter also has genius-level intellect and strong leadership skills. Using his vast power and skills, Martian Manhunter strives to protect the citizens of his new home, Earth. They didn't have his weakness, which I think, I'm pretty sure would be the same in the comic books, which I think it's fire, obviously. If comment down below, I'm pretty sure that's it. But yeah, his character in the animated series and stuff, I don't know. I always liked him a lot because he always seemed like the calm, just more relatable to me, just because he just wasn't that super outspoken and all that kind of stuff. I don't know where I was going with that, but point is, he was one of my favorite characters from Justice League. But that's kind of hard to say, because when it comes to like the Justice League team, these are bangers. You got Martian Manhunter, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, who did I miss? Aquaman, Flash. I mean, I don't know what order I'd put those in, but he's pretty much top ones. These are all super, like, just really characters I really love. I don't know where I was going with that, but so this is definitely a good pickup here. I don't know what you guys think, but just comment down below. Is this the Martian Manhunter for you? Because I think this is really good representation of him. So price wise though, is a little overpriced. You don't see a whole lot of these in the wild. I think since this one was released, I've seen like 2, and I stopped by a lot of different places, and so it's kind of one of them deals. If you like going out and hunt, probably gonna have a hard time finding it, man. I did see a lot of that Brandon Routh Superman out, which I was kind of wanting to get, but then I was like, I don't know. I want to get it, but I need to wait, and I've got other things going on that I want to get before that. So kind of had to make a decision. It was like with this, it was either this or the Superman, and I was like, well, I got tons of Superman. I don't have any Martian Manhunter for my Justice League, so I got to get this one. So, but that's it, guys. Just tell me what you think down below, and like and subscribe and all that kind of good stuff. And we'll see you again here soon. Have a good one.
Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. That's what we do here. Let's get some wins on the board, baby.